Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. I hate Paddy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about his character, bro. I just hate him, bro. I dead hate him. The real story behind their beef. Ilia would beat him so badly, gang.
Some rivalries are hyped by a promo, while others are born out of pure hatred.
Shut your mouth, mate.
Forget what you thought you knew about UFC rivalries, because the beef between Ilia Topuria and Paddy
Conor
Pimblett
McGregor is not good at
didn't
beefing,
start
bro.
in the octagon.
He sounds like a little kid when he
It started with
beefs.
a tweet, and it escalated into national insults and almost ended with a bottle to the head. This
Damn.
isn't just trash talk.
Ilia
it's
would beat him
personal.
so badly,
This is
gang.
the real reason
I'm telling
why
you, bro.
Ilia Topuria hates Paddy Pimblett, and why this war might become the biggest grudge match since Khabib versus McGregor.
When I saw them last time,
Here's the thing, though. I think that if those two actually fought in that setting with the bottle crack, bro, I think the fight would have been so much more different than an actual UFC fight, you know? I feel like they'd be rushing each other, like beating each other up mad close. But in like UFC, like you gotta know what you're like maintaining your distance. I don't know. It's like a street versus a boxing fight, you know? It's different.
hand sanitizer bottle bounced off his foot.
I
I
don't understand you anything. Back in the flouty mouthy clouty like what?
Hand sanitizer, boy.
This dude Ilia, bro.
It wasn't a brutal fight or a face-to-face insult that kicked things off. It was a tweet. Back in 2021, long before either man cracked the top 10, Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett were both rising stars in MMA. They were confident, they were undefeated.
Why the hell
and
does
they
this
were
dude
impossible
Paddy
to
have
both
those
rising stars in
skimpy
MMA.
ass cornrows,
They were
bro?
confident,
These
they
shits are so bad, gang. Oh, hell no, bro. Jeez, bro. Like, Jesus, bro. Like, what is this? Them little nasty ass, skimpy little ass cornrows. I dead hate them, bro.
were undefeated and
so
they were
ugly.
impossible to ignore. But then Paddy, he crossed the line, and not against Topuria directly, but against the entire nation of Georgia. Pimblett tweeted a now deleted post aimed at Georgian fighter Guram Kudataladze, saying that the country is backwards. No wonder the Russians terrorized their lives. To many, it was tasty.
No Russian would ever
Topuria,
terrorize
whose family
Ilia's
has been
life, bro.
affected by the 2008
He would kill
Georgian
Islam too,
war,
bro,
didn't
if he
see
really
it as
wanted to.
casual trash talk. He saw it as a deeply personal insult.
You can joke about me, say whatever you want to say about me, whatever. He's a mushroom, he is this, he is that, Don't talk about war because you don't know how is it. And many kids die in that war, many people die in that war.
Facts, facts.
Not a lot of good things happen in the war.
That single tweet turned a promotional rivalry into a personal vendetta. From that moment on, Paddy wasn't just another fighter, he became the one person.
Did Paddy ever get a
Topuria
belt?
was
Like, I don't think he
determined to
did.
humble,
Wait,
no
he might have
matter
actually.
where
No, I think he
or
did.
when.
Let me not say too much. I don't know.
Months later, in
I
March
just can't
of
imagine him
2022
getting
in
the belt.
London, both fighters were in town for separate bouts at a UFC Fight Night event. But when they crossed paths in the hotel lobby, the Twitter war nearly turned into a street fight. Topuria charged at Paddy backstage and fists were flying. Before anyone had time to blink, Paddy ducked the punch, tossed a bottle at Ilia's head, and the chaos exploded. Security barely kept them apart, and as that moment was caught on camera, it went viral, and so did the insults. Paddy mocked Topuria, nicknaming him Mr. Hand Sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer, boy.
What does that even
Referring
mean?
to the bottle that he supposedly used in self-defense. Topuria, now furious, vowed to take his head off the next time they met.
Just make sure that we don't find each other
Oh.
anywhere because I'm gonna take your head off.
The hostility turned physical and the grudge turned real. This
It's
wasn't
crazy
a
because
staged promotion.
you know too
It
that
was
Paddy can't
a
defend himself
fighter
from that,
ready
bro.
to settle the
Paddy's
score.
not gonna defend
And
himself. He
when they
can't.
got the mics in front of them, the venom got even louder.
What can he possibly do, bro? What can he possibly
At
do?
UFC 282, Paddy Pimblett was there to face Jared Gordon. Ilia Topuria was set to fight Bryce Mitchell. But once the press conference began, the rivalry hit the microphones. Neither man was scheduled to fight the other, but the tension hijacked the press conference.
Bro, when
The
are they ever
tension
gonna fight,
boiled
bro?
over
They have to,
instantly.
bro. They
Paddy
have to.
opened up by mocking Topuria and claiming that he was obsessed. Topuria shot back with fire, threatening to crush your face right there.
I went to your country, I slap your face, I get a wasting win. If not, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna.
Wait, where is
crush your
Patty even
face
from,
right
bro?
here.
It developed fast.
He looks like
Spanish
some
sausage,
UK dude,
hand
bro.
sanitizer boy, mushroom, and
But,
insults
like, Irish 'cause of
flew
his, like,
like
accent
punches
something, I don't
around the
know.
press conference.
That was some chorizo, a Spanish sausage.
He's so different.
Your boy over there.
You see me coming, he
Your
go
boy
to
over
the
there.
back doors.
He's obsessed with me, lad. It's heavy.
Shut the f
He
up.
hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad.
Nah, but
He
you
needs
see how
to sort
Ilia
his
is all
life
the way
out.
up there, that he's
Ilia
down there?
even stood up
Hey, listen, I'll glaze Ilia. I just don't like Patty. It's as
ready
simple
to
as that.
fight right there, and Patty egged him on. It didn't end with fists, but it nearly did. No question from the media mattered. The show was on, and just hours later, both fighters stepped into the cage, but with different results. That same night, the world took notice. Dana
What the
White
hell was that? One fighter dominated, the other one barely
same
survived.
world took notice.
What the
Dana
hell is
White
that kite?
praised him, and fighters, they started
not
watching.
me.
Topuria wasn't just a contender anymore, he was a threat. But while Ilia was rising, Paddy Pimblett was stalling. That same night, he scrapped by Jared Gordon in a razor-thin decision that fans and media slammed as a robbery.
No strike. And look at this. Now Pimblett jumps on his back to end the fight.
Yeah, I know about this fight. Wait, no, he didn't. He
The
didn't
crowd
win this
booed,
shit.
and the analysts called it the worst decision of the year. Topuria, fresh off his win, didn't hold back. He mocked Paddy online.
He got
and
a
in an
T-neck.
interview right after, he
Nice.
was throwing shade at the performance, and this reignited
Kinda like his
their
tats,
feud.
though.
I'm sure you saw, but did you happen to watch
Nah,
this?
Max always be talking about Suki's rose on his hand, the money rose, but dog, if he said that shit to Ilia, dog, it's over.
Paddy Pimblett fight?
Is that a Chrome Hearts necklace? Are we serious? I would have never expected this dude Ilia Topuria to have a Chrome Hearts necklace. Motherfuckers be calling anything Chrome Hearts. Bro, if it's a cross, it's Chrome Hearts. I'm sorry. It is Chrome Hearts if it has a cross, bro. It doesn't matter. It's Chrome Hearts, bro. If I see a cross, I'm going to call it Chrome.
I'm sure you saw, but did you happen to watch the Paddy Pimblett fight after getting this decision?
They give him a Christmas gift right now because he clearly lost the fight.
Holy black eye.
I don't think anyone disagree with me in this room. Jared will win all 3 rounds. He didn't win any round. If he crossed on my way, so then we're
That is
gonna
pretty
put
much a
his
robbery.
head like a prize head tonight.
The rivalry suddenly had receipts, and fans started seeing the gap. Ilia wasn't just louder, he was better. But even after that heat, the storm went quiet for a little while. Before we get on to the next one, guys,
went
if
to,
you're
like, 3
liking it
different
so
weight
far,
classes
give
and
this video a
stole a
like,
belt. He's about
subscribe
to
to the
steal
channel,
another.
turn on those bell notifications so that you never miss another episode. But right now, it's time for us to talk about the Cold War phase beginning.
That just means they're just talking and threatening each
For
other,
over
right?
a year, neither fighter publicly addressed the other. At
Yup.
UFC 282, things went pretty quiet, at least on the surface, but behind the scenes, both men were plotting their next moves. Topuria took the momentum and turned it into history. In June of 2023, he headlined against Josh Emmett when he put on a clinic of a show. 5 rounds of pure
Woo!
dominance, knockdowns, clean counters, and a master class in control.
You really gotta be pain tolerant as hell. Just the ones doing that. Fake that ass too, bro. Bro, I keep thinking I have school tomorrow, bro. Whole time I'm on spring break because it's day 3 of spring break.
And
It's only day 2, bro. That's how Oh my god, good punches, good
Then, in
punches.
February of 2024, he shocked the world,
Great
claiming
punches.
the world title at UFC 298.
Hey, Ilia. Oh my god, holy piece. He was piecing so badly.
It was historic. However,
Yeah, punched him
Paddy
after he was like-
still
he was
rising, but at
slumped.
a much slower pace. He returned to action later in that year, but he hadn't cracked
Looked
the
like a
top
pancake.
10, while Ilia was chasing greatness. That was when Paddy was simply just chasing relevance. Topuria didn't talk much about this. He let his fights do it for him. Paddy Pimblett, he
my
threw
God.
shade occasionally, but the rivalry had simmered into, let's say, a quiet
This little Paddy's
war.
just
No more
gay,
tweets,
man. I don't
no more
care, bro.
face-offs, but
I say
fans
that.
knew it wasn't over, especially not after what came next. UFC 317 was supposed to be
Ilia
Ilia
got a good
Toporia's
hairline for a
coronation,
winner.
and
But he's not
on
white
the
technically,
29th
is
of
he?
June 2025, it was just not in the way that anyone expected. After dismantling Charles Oliveira
shit
and
was
capturing the lightweight belt,
I knew he was gonna
Topuria
do him bad,
stood
but I didn't know he
center
was gonna do him
stage,
that
gold
badly.
over his shoulder, soaked it all in, but then Paddy Pimblett showed up. You could feel it in the air. After years of insults, tweets, and post-fight jabs, the two finally stood face to face.
Look at that little neck lump in
Stepped
the back.
forward and shoved Paddy clean across the canvas. No words, just fury. Security swarmed
That was a
in,
little
and
ass
just
baby
like
ass
that,
shove, dog.
years of bad blood erupted in seconds of pure tension. This wasn't promotion anymore. This wasn't trash talk. This was real. The UFC didn't make it official that night, but fans knew a super fight wasn't a matter of if, it was when. And that shove was the signature on the contract.
I heard
Signed
Venom is a
in
bad
ego and
brand.
sealed in
But, like,
violence.
the UFC is
And
completely
while the
sponsored by
UFC
them.
hasn't
Is
booked
that
yet,
Trump?
signed in ego and sealed in violence.
Holy orange fuck in the back, dog. He's a whole different color. He has his whole own race, bro. He's just orange.
And while the UFC hasn't booked it yet, the tension is already main event level. It's not about belts anymore, it's bigger than that. Topuria is now
What do
a
people with long hair
champion,
do in the UFC?
a
'Cause I swear their
knockout
ties
artist
had to
with
be coming out
perfect
sometimes.
precision and some real
They all just
heat.
get braids?
While Paddy the Baddie was no longer a sideshow, he actually became a real threat. But the story is what makes this fight so
Paddy the
special.
Baddie, that
War
is some
jokes,
gay shit.
national
That's what we
pride,
talking about.
real
Paddy's gay.
hate. It's not just hype, it's a legacy. And this is bound to be one of those fights that if it happens, we are all going to love the build-up and we're gonna love
Bro,
the
Ilia
payoff.
will kill
The
him.
hate is real and the history is deeper than most fans know. But the war between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett isn't finished just yet. It's set in time. The truth is that Ilia doesn't dislike Paddy, he resents him. And Paddy is smart enough to know that this fight is both danger and destiny, and it's his shot at some gold. So drop your predictions in the comments, guys. Hit
That's
that
true,
like
but
button
there's
and
no
subscribe.
gold to
And
be
don't-
farmed when you just get beat up, bro. Maybe you'll get a bit of fame for getting beat up in like the first week, maybe. But like, dog, I'm being serious, bro. He's not gonna get anything out of it except some money, some dollars, and some change, huh?